Hi, thanks very much for clicking on the video link. My name is Natalie Armstrong Motan. Welcome to another in the series of Idle Chat for the American Bar Association's Section for Dispute Resolution, chair of the ABA Dispute Resolution section. Everyone, this is David Larson. How are you, David?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. So you've agreed to play Idle Chat with me, correct?
Correct.
All right. So on these cards, about 120 various questions have been drafted. None of them intellectually challenging, but we'll give them a shuffle here and see what we'll be talking about for the next few minutes.
So do I now guess the card?
like Johnny Carson? Sure. If you can guess what this card reads, I'll give you $1,000.
I'm pretty sure I can't.
All right. David, what game have you spent the most hours playing, do you think?
These days I don't have a lot of time to play games. But growing up, we used to spend a lot of time as a family playing Monopoly.
It's a classic. Classic. David, in your opinion, which is scarier, snakes or spiders?
I think snakes.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm team snake. Absolutely. All right. Let's imagine that it is the middle of the night and you hear an unexpected sound. What do you do? Are you the kind of person that jumps up to go see what the sound is? Are you hiding under the bed? Do you call 911? What's your immediate response to a bump in the night?
Yeah, I'm probably someone that gets up and starts to explore. Maybe not the best thing. We're just talking about digital devices, and I have mine right at hand. So I would probably have it in my hand as I started down the hallway, ready to call 911. But I think my first step would be driven by a little bit of curiosity to start down that hallway.
Go see what it is, yeah.
See what it is.
That's what I would do too. Let's see. Do you have a habit now that you wish you had developed much earlier in life?
You know, I'm getting a little better at paying attention to things as they come up, as opposed to saying, I'll get back to this later. You know, I'm kind of a classic procrastinator in terms of, I'll get back to it. You know, then unfortunately that pile grows. So I've got 25 things to get back to. So I'm trying to be a little better about, as things come in, responding to them as quickly as possible.
That's an admirable quality. Yeah. That's a good strategy, a good game to play with yourself. I like it very much. Are you a big believer in taking naps by any chance?
I don't believe I've ever taken a nap in my life. Okay,
well then the next question would mean nothing to you because it was, what kind of nap do you find to be most satisfying?
I've sobered once I'm up. You know, and you know, people in my family can nap and all my friends can nap. I have never been able to nap. And I don't know if that's because, no, I started wearing contact lenses. I played sports early on, you know, and I used to wear glasses, and contact lenses are so much better for sports. And in the old days, there were only those hard lenses, and you did not want to go to sleep with hard lenses in. And you didn't want to take them out and go through that whole thing. At least I didn't want to. So I don't know if that's why naps were kind of adverse to me, but even when I was younger, it's like when I'm up, and I'm pretty much up for the entire day until I go to sleep at night. So I've never been able to nap.
When you crave a specific food, what do you crave?
Dark chocolate.
Ooh. Right there, buddy. Right there. All right. Next question. Ketchup or mustard?
You know, I grew up in Chicago. You know, if you love Chicago, you know, Chicago Red Hots, never ketchup. It's mustard.
It's not even an option, is it?
Correct.
Not even an option. That's right. All right. Do you like things to be carefully planned out, or are you okay to go with the flow?
I'm pretty much, I can go with the flow. As somebody, that I mentioned earlier has a history of procrastinating, and then things appear that require me to go with the flow because I didn't plan it out. That's something I'm pretty comfortable doing because I've done it always.
Just keep working it out.
Just kind of react.
So, that's a good quality to have in leadership. So nice.
Well, when I was going to school, one of the colleges I attended on a kind of an exchange program was Antioch College in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is kind of open and closed, but I think it started around 1850. It was a really interesting college that had experiential education before anyone else was doing it. And they had a really interesting program, 5 years long, 6 months on campus, 6 months off campus. And they would kind of just throw you out into things, and you just had to find your feet and make it work. You'd have like a purpose or proposal, but you just have to make your way. It's like, I want to do a radio program on a Pueblo Indian reservation, which one of my friends did. You just had to kind of figure out how's he going to do this. And that really appealed to me. I liked the idea that you just get thrown into something, you have to adapt to it quickly, figure it out. I'm pretty comfortable doing that.
David, have you ever cut your own hair?
Yeah, like every 3 weeks for the past year and a half, I've been cutting my own hair. So I do get some assistance from my wife when we get to the back of my head, which I find it kind of difficult to do. But I got the electric clipper with all my attachments. Now I'm just working my way through all the attachments and doing my own thing.
I am seriously impressed. Your hair looks fantastic, and you cut that yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. All right. What song do you feel compelled to sing along to, even if you don't really know all the words?
I'm a huge baseball fan. And, when we get to the seventh inning in Wrigley Field, I definitely feel compelled to sing that song. You just want to be part of that celebration, even though, for example, this year the Cubs are just absolutely terrible. But when that song comes on, it brings back a lot of nice memories, and I love singing that song.
David, when was the last time you stayed awake all night?
Last night? No, not quite. Almost last night. I don't sleep very much. There's a lot of nights where I sleep just a couple hours, but it's pretty rare that I stay up all night. I don't sleep on planes either. So when I do travel internationally, I'm always up. And that would be the last time. Now, again, with COVID, I haven't traveled internationally for a couple of years. But that when I do travel internationally and it's an overnight flight, they pull down the blinds and turn out the lights, and I tend to stay up all night. So,
David, if you could know the truth behind every conspiracy theory, but you would die if you hinted that you know the truth, would you want to know?
Yeah, sure, I would. I would just have to be really careful after I do. But yeah, I would love to know.
Yeah, so you're a curious cat.
Yeah.
What is the correct way to hang a roll of toilet paper? Over or under?
I would say under, because I hate it when it's over. It seems that the inertia encourages it that they kind of keep spilling over, and then it like runs down, it starts to pile up on the floor. So I'm definitely an under person.
And under changes the force of gravity.
Yeah, because you're, as you're taking it off, you're going up against gravity, so it tends not to spin as it does the other way.
All right. And my last question is, what do you love most about the resolution industry, or what things do you love most about the resolution industry?
Boy, a lot of things. I love the people that have chosen this profession. They are thoughtful and empathetic. I think they make great colleagues and great friends. So I love the company of the people that are dedicated to doing this work. I love the feeling of achievement and satisfaction when you can help facilitate people and maybe even guide them to some kind of resolution that may significantly improve their lives and where they're at. Even if it's a smaller situation, they might find the process somewhat transformative in ways that they can think about the rest of their life differently. And if I can improve them in that direction, that's a wonderful thing. So I think there are a lot of opportunities to do good work in the dispute resolution field.
Oh boy, I couldn't agree more. Absolutely could not agree more. Well, David, thank you so much for joining me for an idle chat today. I really appreciate getting to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, it's fun, Natalie. Thank you.
My pleasure. If you like this video, please click on more and meet some other of our colleagues in the American Bar Association's section for dispute resolution. Thanks very much. Have a good day.
Bye.